Welcome back to Gentleman's Corner, guys. My name is David. Today I have a... I know the YouTube pipe community hates this. I'm going to call it what it is. It's a YABO. It's a YABO, and I know everyone hates that term, but I can't type out yet another box opening every time that I have a new box to open. This is a box that I have been waiting on. As you can see, it's already opened, and I'm not going to pretend that I didn't open this as soon as I got it when I got home from work today. Recently, I have been on an eBay pipe binge, and I have bought several pipes. If you follow me on Instagram and Twitter, you will have seen those pipes pop up. Real quickly, I'm going to flash them up on the screen. So those are the pipes that I have been purchasing, and they are wonderful. Unfortunately, I don't have the GBD or the Hardcastle here today. Those are actually being stored on site in a bulletproof safe at my local pipe shop, who are going to be doing the restoration job for me. Both of those pipes I got for less than $30 each. In fact, the GBD I got for, I think, like 15 bucks on an eBay auction. And the Hardcastle, I believe I paid 28. And I'm not saying this to brag. I'm not saying this to brag. Please don't take it that way. But when I remember when I showed my local pipe shop the Hardcastle, he looked at it, he looked at the quality of the briar, the quality of the grain, and said, look, I'm going to tell you how good a deal you got on this. This is something that, if I were to clean this up and put it out for sale as an estate pipe, I would mark it at least at 100. So, and I say that not to brag. What I want to impress upon the YouTube pipe community, especially those of us who are working on a budget, even though I am an attorney, I still work on a very tight budget month to month, and that includes for my pipe expenses. That eBay is really a wonderful place to get estate pipes if you know what you're doing and you know what you're looking for. And you can get some insane deals on these pipes by bidding in auctions. Excuse me. And I never thought I would say that. But really all of my best pipes have come from eBay auctions. And I always get them at a fraction of what they would cost otherwise. Now, part of that is knowing what you're doing when you're bidding. If it starts getting out of your comfort zone, don't bid on it. Do your research. Look at similar pipes in similar condition or restored on some of the local estate places like smokingpipes.com and see what they're selling them for. See if you can find other listings that give you an idea of what these pipes are going for on the open market. And that way you know kind of what your level of bidding should be or what you could expect to pay potentially. Now, myself personally, my strategy is that I never bid over $40. My absolute limit is $50, and I make an exception to that on very, very rare circumstances. One of those circumstances happened to be my Dunhill, which is up on that shelf up there. That one I bid over $100 for, but that pipe new is worth probably 50% more than what I paid for it. So, I make small exceptions here and there, but I wanted to share with you this pipe that just came in because this is a really cool one. So I paid, I'm not going to tell you what I paid for it. It really doesn't matter. I got it ridiculously cheap for what it is, and I just wanted to show y'all. So I'm going to open up this box here. If you are on Instagram and Twitter, you've already seen this, but here it is. Rory, you have been asking me when I was going to smoke a calabash pipe. The answer is not immediately. I just got this in, and it does need some pretty major work done to it. Well, not major. It needs to be cleaned. The meerschaum is pretty dirty. It's actually got some old dabble in it from whenever the last time it was smoked is. It's got some cake buildup in the meerschaum that needs to be cut down, and probably the bowl needs to be have a good cleaning done to it. There's also a mild crack that goes all the way around the bend of the gourd that needs to just be stabilized. I mean, it's not like it's ready to split in half or anything like that, but it just needs to be stabilized. But I wanted to share this with y'all because this is one of those kinds of cool pieces of history that you can get on eBay. This is a calabash pipe, for those of you who don't know the shape. And this calabash pipe is actually made out of a gourd, which is how they're supposed to be made. A lot of pipe makers will make them out of wood because it's just so much easier to get a hold of, But I told myself if I was going to buy a calabash pipe, I was going to go authentic. So this is a London-made Orlik calabash pipe. I didn't even know Orlik made pipes until I started looking at this pipe, which is just insane to me because all I think about is like Orlik Dark Strong Kentucky, Orlik Golden Slices, Prudent Judges smoke this blend, smoke Orlik. And so I never thought of them as pipe makers, but apparently they are. This pipe is probably, 40, 45 years old at least, just judging on the patina that has built up on the meerschaum. I've since cleaned the silver, but this was pretty dirty when I got it. Now you may have, for those of you who are experienced pipe smokers, you may have just heard me say a very key word, silver. So for those of you who don't know, normally on a pipe that has silver, and especially ones that are made in the UK, there are going to be hallmark stamps that are stamped into the metal to display not only who made it, but also its purity and its country of origin. And normally those would be stamped right along under where it says sterling silver on this pipe. Now, for whatever reason, there are no stamps. There is an LO in a circle, and then it says sterling silver, and then nothing. I would normally expect to see hallmarks. And what that tells me is more likely than not, this is probably not real sterling. It is against the law in the UK to sell a metal as sterling without it being hallmarked. And the same goes for any other precious metal. The other potential likelihood is that the hallmarks have worn off, which is entirely possible. I doubt it, but it's entirely possible. Or this was an aftermarket addition to the pipe, which is also entirely possible. So I don't know what the deal is. LO in a circle is indicative of it being an Orlik band. Now, I don't know, what the deal is other than that, but, it's still an incredibly beautiful pipe. The meerschaum, it feels like, is probably permanently fixed to the gourd, which is not unusual. You'll see a lot of gourds where they can remove it and there's a piece of cork that has been glued in that creates an airtight seal. But they're early on, when they first started manufacturing calabash pipes, a lot of makers in Britain, just from the research that I've done, did permanently affix the meerschaum to the gourd so that you can't open it and clean inside of it. So I don't know if that's the case with this. I don't want to pry it too hard and risk breaking it because I feel like, there should be just a little bit of give, but there's nothing. So this bad boy is going to go away for a little while, and he's going to get cleaned up and sanitized, and just, we're going to stabilize that crack. but this is going to be such a beautiful pipe, and I cannot wait to debut this on the channel when it comes back to me. So, but I just wanted to share this pipe with you and share this wonderful, wonderful piece of history that I've been so fortunate to acquire. So, other than that, guys, that's all I've got for you for this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, please hit like. If you'd like to see more of my videos, please hit subscribe, and I do hope that you will so that you can see this beautiful pipe when it's ready. If you'd like to follow me on other social media, and I highly recommend that you do, you can find the links to my Instagram and Twitter in the description box below this video. Other than that, guys, my name is David. I hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you are and whenever you're watching this. And other than that, have a good one.